Keep trying, use your leg, your hip, move everything. Come on, champ, come on. From below. Go. Hello, boxing friends. We're glad to see you. And today we will talk about the blow from below. It's a wonderful, tricky, very fast, and very powerful punch. So watch and enjoy. Let me tell you about the uppercut. It's a unique punch, very, very tricky and extremely dangerous. Its danger lies in the fact that it's invisible. It's best thrown when closing into medium and most dangerously close range. How do you disguise it? And along what trajectory is the punch delivered? There are, well, a lot of different options you can use. From the most basic, just a mechanical movement of the arm, you can use that same motion combined with body movement, stepping in and pushing in the direction of the punch. That's the mechanism. You can also throw it with a wind-up, for example, like this. In a fight, you need all these variations because you won't always have the chance to throw it in the classic way. Look, a straight punch. See? Here's a hook. See? Here's an uppercut. See? I throw it like a straight punch, just from below, directing it at the right moment with a push from my leg. You can also throw it in combination with other punches, using the same downward motion. That is, on the way up, on the way down. And you can throw it with a twist, with a kind of rotation, so that you have the opportunity to follow up with another punch. That's why, to really understand it, you absolutely need to learn how to do it. It's very dangerous to attack against it. When you know about this punch and can throw it, you already have an advantage. In other words, you know what to expect. Look, I'll just demonstrate it for you. Can you see both of my hands right now? I make a simple movement. I drop down onto my leg as if I'm faking a body shot. And I do this movement only so that, do you see my hand? Can you see it here?
Not really, it's not that visible.
Here, you see, I start to bring it out to my hip. And from here, bring your hands together, you bring it in. So, why did I do it this way? First, what I did was immediately choose the angle of direction, so I could push it as quickly as possible. I can't move my hand away from here. That's why I discreetly move downward and pull my hand back, the one you can see. I'm hiding it, right?
Yes.
So from here, I already send the projectile at this angle. Moreover, look, see, I've shifted my weight onto this leg, my hand is here, and again I lower myself just a bit, only to insert it here. This is a different strike, but it also comes from below. And continuing like this, you can easily break down the whole body by directing strikes from below. This is the easiest, simplest, most accessible technique, and it's very fast. You can start the fight from here, but this is where you finish it. That's why you need an uppercut. So there isn't really a single scale like this or like that, or however it can happen in all sorts of ways. You can only catch up at long range with a leap. Again, you can hide it and throw it unexpectedly using a leap. Nothing is faster than a leap because of the momentum. See how quickly I close the distance? But that's all well. You first need to learn it in place. You have to understand what it means. Put your pause. All your movements will be with strikes. You see, what's unique about it is that because I can hit it in different ways, I can quickly combine it with other strikes. There you go. That's it. Working from below. Bring your hands out. Bring them out. Yeah, that's it. See how simple it all is. It just lands by itself. Boom. That's a combination. See? Now the combinations are coming. See? A hook from below. Another advantage of the bottom strike is that it is a fast strike. It's executed quickly and smoothly. It can come from the leg, from the hip, or from the shoulder. With a sharp movement, a sharp, short movement. For example, when closing the distance, come closer. A sharp movement. You stick it in. Well, just now I leaned in a bit only because of muscle memory. Therefore, Dimka, the blow from below, develops gradually. Try throwing the punch with just your arm, without using your leg or your body. Good. That's it. Well done. Good. Keep your hip steady. See, it's already hard for you to punch without using your hip. You bring your hip in line with the direction of the punch. That's why the training starts with the arm. It's the easiest link in the chain to train. If you understand the direction of the arm, then you bring your hip under it and align it with your leg. You definitely launch it from the leg, shooting it out. But by then, your arm will know exactly where to launch it, at what angle, and in which direction. You can aim for the body, you can aim for the head, and you can easily disguise it. A straight punch, a short one, immediately from below, from the side, from underneath. As soon as your torso drops down, you can start accelerating yourself. And from below, it's a very good system. Just with one hand. Well done. That's good. Second one. There you go. Hook with your hand. Your arm is moving mechanically. Is that how you do exercises with dumbbells? Just try hard. You're pushing out power now without using your hip, without your leg. Easy, easy. Turn it all the way. Good. Knee, fist, elbow. So you understand, it's all kind of a continuation of the same line. If you punch with your body leaning over, you'll fall over. If you stop your arm right here, look how close you have to stand to your opponent to land a punch. That's why you need this kind of forward drive. See, here he comes. Once again, it's both from lifting and lowering your leg. This is, the classic model. It's all in the textbooks. That's why you form this first movement. You can bring it out right from here. You're still learning. Start it as much as possible without using your hip. Control your body. There you go. Stop. Now fix your arm in place. Hold it steady. Right here. Do the movement. You did it in gymnastics too. Push your hip forward and use your leg to kick it up so that it lifts you up by itself. Put your paw down. Put your paw down. Look, this is what you're doing. See? Here. That's the system. That's it. That's it. That's it. The whole system of strikes. The structure is similar. It only differs in the details. Here, when I strike, I use my hip more. See, that's the movement. Is your arm in place? It's fixed. That's how it works. See, I don't move it anywhere. And in the third variation, when both the arm and the body are working, the arm can drop a little. It can lag behind. It can move to the side. It all depends on the maneuver you have in mind. Here, both the arm and the body move together in one motion. Plus a push. See how much the movement carries you forward? At this moment, you can tense up your whole body like HR. Somehow here you can't tense your whole body. But in this model, when everything comes from a single line, a single tension everywhere, it gains deadly power. That's why the movements you make, the push, the arm, throw, everything happens at the same time. There, see? There, there, there. Push, lowering, rotation, rotation, rotation. Lift, lower. Got it? Now try it with your body. Good job. Use your body more, stronger. Yes. Good job. You missed. One of the most important factors is accuracy. That's why you need to start slowly. Be bolder. Be bolder. There you go. Good job. Watch your elbows. There. Calmly, calmly, calmly. Do the movements together. It's connected. It's connected. Good job. How? Is this developed? One of the first methods that coaches usually choose is to work through the punches the person can already throw, so that the explanation of punching distance and where and how to strike is clear right away. Because obviously, at long range, no matter how hard you try, you won't reach. So try a straight punch. Just move your hand. Try a straight. Hook, hook, uppercut, uppercut. Here, you should have the same system of punches, so that in a fight you don't have to think, which punch should I throw? Obviously, it's very hard to throw a straight punch from here. Try throwing a straight punch. Raise your hands. Try it. See how difficult it is. It's energy consuming. Even though, you still need to lift it up, but you already have everything raised. Look, the uppercut is preferably thrown at close range. It's the signature punch for this distance. Well, of course, he fights at medium range too. And how is it determined? He fights from a jump and from a long distance. That is, making a leap together with the movement. At the moment you just touch the floor, you throw the punch whether with your left or right hand. So these are the classic variations, which definitely require a very detailed breakdown. After you understand how to throw a straight punch, you start to push. This is the absolute first lever of impact from below. From the second part of the hook, you start to rotate, which is also unique. You push and rotate, and pay attention to this angle. Now just drop the angle. This is the same resource for a strike from below. Another point is that you hide it. You conceal this punch, because to get to close and mid-range, you already need the courage to step in. Well, in this case, you can even deliberately take some hits using your defensive system. In other words, your attack system and your defense system are maintained at the same level. So if I throw a punch like this, I can defend myself the same way. That is, I can come up to you and land, let's say, the very first and simplest uppercuts. It's easiest when you're already in a straight side stance. You just explain the mechanics of the movement itself and these points of tension. That is, when you bring everything together so that your body performs the movements so precisely on a muscular level that you know exactly where the point of tension is and can easily combine it with other strikes. So that on the one hand, you can even defend yourself with an uppercut. Do you understand the versatility of the movement itself? In a fight, you can use it this way and that way and so on. Once again, I'm telling you, you choose the angle you need for the setup. And don't forget that the hand leaves the chin only at the very last moment, gaining and determining the angle. This one. And I hide it. See, I can throw it without taking it away from my head, launching it exactly along the leg. The leg and the hand are so closely connected that I can change the direction in terms of the rotation of the movement. And I can add to the movement from the rotation. If I throw an uppercut, I can continue with a hook. Uppercut hook, bottom, straight, side. I do everything with the same movements. Of course, sometimes at different angles. All of this gets reinforced. And an exercise like working on the pads, where you can throw a straight, a hook, an uppercut, uppercut. Mistake. You flare your elbows, bring them in. You should throw punches from a defensive position. And so you hit the pad, hit the pad, hit the pad, hit the pad. bend, soften. Any punch can cause problems for your elbow joint. Here, from below, press it into yourself. Right. See, with your movement, you're softening it. There you go. You can even shake him off with your body movement. One move and counter back. It's easy to execute. When you understand the straight, the hook, and the uppercut is like an addition to all these punches. All these punches are united by their power, but they have different directions. That's why the uppercut comes in as a third option from the perspective of primary strategy, when you can rush your opponent with your hands and secretly work both the body and the head with uppercuts. Or, for example, you can very carefully pin your opponent's arm with a well-placed uppercut in order to indeed help set up yet another truly highly effective and powerful strike. It fights from all conceivable and inconceivable angles. So, Dima, there's a lot of material here, and you need to work on it constantly. As you can see, the basic technique stands on 3 pillars. There's a lot to work on in everything. Yeah. Move your body in. Use your body to bring in your other hand. Don't open up too much. That's it. Slowly, slowly, good. Lift your elbows, yes, and drive your hip together with your leg. There you go. Good job. That's it. Well done. See how well you're doing. This is your guard. Now bring your hands in a little so you don't have a huge gap, and do everything just with your torso movement. Don't move your elbow away. Keep your elbow in place. Look, a blow from below. What's its advantage? It's a very short line. The short line is right here. See? You need to reach a bit further here. But here and here, the distance is simply this, the length of your arm. Here it is. See? So, now get into your stance. Look, by dipping down and using my torso, I can work along the shortest path to the body. See how short the lines are. I'm tracing them now. Keep your elbow tucked in. Exactly right under the arm. Strike from below. See? I can start from any movement. And these movements, since they are very strongly connected muscularly, are executed with a dip. So if you choose to work low, you go through the whole motion with elements of the first straight punch, bringing your torso in. And the second thing is rotation. From below, it's a modified punch. Clean, clean. Close your elbows together. So you understand, if you suddenly stand incorrectly, if your defensive position is wrong, then all these punches will get through effectively. See? They go through exactly. See? The leverage here is very strong. Try pressing down on my arm. Go ahead, press from above. Just like in the direction of the strike with both hands. You see, the leverage itself is very strong and delivers a lot of power. That's why all these short movements, the strike here, why do I bend my arm? Do you feel the edge? There you go. They break through very well. Of course, I can also throw hooks, and I can throw short, straight punches using the weight of my body and shoulder. It's like striking with the shoulder, and there's tension on a short lever. These are very powerful levers. The same goes for an uppercut. The lever is very short. 1, 2. It's not just the position of the arm, but also the body. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Under the cover of a defensive move, you release, twist, and drive it in. All of this is already strike gymnastics. In other words, the more flexible you are, the easier it is to throw the punch. See where it's going? Therefore, the blow from below strikes insidiously at close and medium range. It's effective both to the body and to the head, if you hold your hands incorrectly. For example, well, in your case, erase them. Again, in your case, look what happens. I'll just explain so it's clear. Now, let's model a specific combat situation. As soon as your hand moves away, the first one lands, the second one lands. How did that happen? The defense here is simply ineffective Anyone who truly knows how to throw an uppercut knows for certain that you absolutely can't hold your hand in that way, just like Lucky Ivan does. You'll end up getting hit almost immediately, without delay. That's why your hand should be wary of the uppercut. And here, the elbow acts as a shield. That is, especially the right side, it's the main side. Throw an uppercut. That's the only thing that can save you in a fast situation. The blow from below is instantaneous. Strike quickly. Quickly, 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 instantly, quickly, 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 quickly. Everything happens in a flash, with incredible speed and remarkable swiftness. Every action is performed without delay, in the blink of an eye, as fast as possible, with no hesitation or pause, emphasizing just how immediate and rapid the process truly is. This is the pad. See how you can just walk it through the mitt? And you were throwing a strong punch, trying with all your might, and yet I still managed to stop it. This is effective defense. Because if your hand was somewhere over here, yes, it would have been knocked away. That's why you hold the pads like a boxer holds his hands. Why is this important for a boxer? To know how to hold the pads. Because it's an element of defense. Move slowly. There, he's striking. Move your torso, the torso. Well, it's almost sunny. You can turn your hand to make the angle of the punch sharper. Sharper. Deeper penetration. There you go, from below, this one to the head, there you go. Bring it up from below, bring your torso into the punch. Sit down on your legs. Is it easier for you this way? Yes. There you go, bring it in. Excellent. This one, aim for the head. No, from below, all from below. This one from below, this one from below, this one to the body. This one to the body, this one to the head. You don't really need to clean it up. You do it from the same position. You just twist your body. Here's the punch. Even in defense, I do it like this. Here I throw a punch. Here I throw a punch to the body, to the head, to the head, to the body. I can do it in any variation with any other punches. Do you understand the strength of these movements? Once again, I'm telling you, these uppercuts, this is already, well, like a master at the very least. But you have to understand that it's being used less and less because it really takes a lot of training hours to explain and perfect it. And lately, very little attention is paid to this punch, and it appears on screen less and less because it's just easier to do this. That's it, to keep your opponent right here. But how to approach him cleverly? With what kind of feint, which footwork technique to use, that's something you have to be taught. In fact, it takes up to 3 years to teach this whole school. So friends, we wish you good luck. Watch. And if you understand what I'm talking about, give us a like and write in the comments. There's more to come.